Hey guys, I'm Colin.
And this is Ben.
We're from BlackjackApprenticeship.com, and we're going to answer a question we get a lot, which has to do with blackjack penetration.
Not that kind. Okay, all the jokes are out of the way, but this is actually a really important concept. So the standard game for blackjack, and when I say standard, I mean the most common, is a 6-deck game. Okay, so this is what 6 decks looks like. It's about, what is it, 8 inches? I've never actually measured it. But so what happens is the dealers, whether they shuffle by hand or shuffle with a machine, they're going to end up with the 6 decks. And usually what they do, this is kind of like a bit of a lucky maneuver thing. They hand it to someone, and it makes the player feel like, hey, you're really in control of your future here. And they do some, this kind of business where they like do some lucky thing. And then the player will hand this card. There we go. All right. Bam. And then they put this in the back. And then this is, all that's fluff. That doesn't matter. What's important here is the dealer will then take the card, and then they'll put it, I'm going to show it here. They'll put it like at a point like this. Now what this means is, this right here is the penetration, okay? This is how many decks are dealt. This is how much will not be dealt. Okay, when they're dealing along and they see this yellow card, okay, all these cards will come out, da-da-da, da-da, da-da, that's boring. Oh, you guys saw my drink that I had hidden behind my discard tray. That's an old dealer trick. My Starbucks double shot. This yellow card will come out, and that'll be the last round. Okay, so these cards right here, whatever this is, you will not see these cards. Okay,
You won't play them.
you won't play them. Now, basically, the number you're looking for is you want as much penetration as possible. In other words, you want to go as deep into this as possible. So the fewer cards that are left, the more accurate of a count you're going to get, the higher EV.
Yeah, the more high counts you're going to get.
In other words, the more money you're going to make.
Yeah, so initially in blackjack, before Beat the Dealer came out, they would deal one deck all the way to the end. But once card counting was kind of exposed, players would know what the last card was going to be. And so then they wouldn't deal all the way. And then they went to 2 decks and 4 decks and 6 decks. And they always trying to stop us, which they've never been able to completely do. But that's why they don't deal all the way. But the further they get in, it actually has an incredible impact for a card counter. And we didn't know that starting out. We would go and we'd play any game. But this is one of the largest factors in how much EV we can generate, which is how much money we can make as card counters. So if it's 6 decks and they only deal out 3 of the 6, that sucks for us. If it's 6 decks and they deal out 5 of the 6 decks, that's really good for us. So that's what penetration is.
And there's 2 ways that this is expressed, just so you can see. If we have, on our website, we have a program called Casino 411 where people report casino conditions so that other card counters and advanced players can know. But like sometimes they'll say 1 deck is cut off, which means that 1 deck will not be dealt. Okay, that's actually not bad. Less than 1 deck is better. But if you're talking 2 decks, there's 2 ways that that's expressed. Either 2 decks are cut off, or someone might say it's like 66% penetration, which means they only deal 2/3 of it, or 50% pen means that only half of it, or 3 decks are cut off. So,
and I'll give you guys some quick guidelines to go by. If you're playing a shoe game, a 6 or 8 deck game, don't play a game where they cut off more than 2 decks. If they cut off more than 2 decks, it's not worth playing. If you're playing double deck and they don't deal out at least 1 full deck, if they cut off more than 1 of the 2 decks, don't play that game. If you're playing single deck and they don't deal at least 3 rounds, don't play that game.
And Colin is specifically addressing card counters here. If you are not a card counter, it is not worth playing ever.
Don't play any game.
You should probably stay at home and play video games.
Yep.
Or watch movies. So anyways, this is Ben.
And Colin.
And we're live from the Las Vegas Strip, hoping to help you guys out. Learn about blackjack, go to blackjackapprenticeship.com for more information. Leave comments or like the video if you're into this kind of thing and you want to see more. And we'll see you on the website.